If you want to raise your chicks from day one without losing them, follow these tips. Do not leave any space where the cats can pass through and enter your brooder, because cats eat the chicks. I have 3 cats at home. They help me to chase away rats, but before the chicks makes 3 months, I don't allow any cat to enter the chicken house. Make sure that you cover any space where the cat can pass through, because they can eat from day 1 till they make 3 months. They are capable of eating the chicks. So make sure that you cover each and every space. If you hear any chick that is making any noise, please respond to it. Some of them make the noise for nothing, but respond to each and every chick that is making noise before you lose it. Some of them, the legs can be trapped in these carpets, and if others come and peck on it, so it dies within few minutes. Some of them, they get flu and start to scratch the eyes with the legs, so in that process it is stressed and it start to make noise. So that alarm that you're hearing from the chicks, whether it is 1 or 2, respond to it. Look through the chicks and find it. Provide the chicks with enough feeds. They have to eat all day, night, especially when they are still young. Provide them with enough feeders. The security for feeders is you put in more feeders and you're going to put in few feeds. So every feeder gets a few feeds and you will not waste the feeds. You will never find the feeds on the ground, so it is an advantage to you. Try to vaccinate in time. When you get the chicks, for example, on Monday, even if you collected the chicks in the evening, try to count that day, that is day 1. So by Sunday, those are 7 days. Vaccinate on Sunday. Especially the first vaccine is very, very needed by these chicks. You get an outbreak the next 2 days if you don't vaccinate quickly. Please, those first 7 days are more important. When you receive weak chicks, for example, they are not playing, from day 1, give them an antibiotic. From day 1, give them the Enrose, give them the chicken formula, mix them with an antibiotic that has vitamin. They have to be strong. In few days, if you don't do that, you lose multiple chicks. Try to clean the brooder. They can identify that the brooder is dirty and you find them, they are dozing, they are not feeling well, it is dusty. So try to clean the brooder. If you're using carpets, turn them around, and after 2 to 3 days, and the next other days, try to use a knife and scratch all the droppings. Use also the boxes that brought the chicks. Make sure that you at least keep them for 7 days. But for me, sometimes 7 days, sometimes 10 days. I can reach also 14 days, because whenever they spend lots of time on these carpets and you're capable of cleaning it, the healthier they become. The feeds tend to mix up with the coffee husks, especially when you remove these carpets earlier. At least for 7 days, the feeds mix up with the coffee husks. So I try to push myself up to 14 days or 10 days. Immediately after cleaning, try to spread the ash, the wood ash, or the powder that comes out of the charcoal, so that the droppings do not stick on the ground or on the carpets. You see, this carpet is almost black but it is because of charcoal that I did put here. If you're using boxes, try to change them if you're going to put them in the morning, the next day turn them around, and then the third day remove them and put new boxes. All papers, for example newspapers, if you're using something like polythene, all tablines, all boxes, try to stretch them very well in the brooder. The chicks have a tendency of hiding besides these things and die. I lost 8 chicks in the beginning just because of not stretching very well those things that we use in the brooder. Try to stretch each and everything before you bring in the chicks. Thanks a lot. That is all for today's video. Let's meet in the next one. Bye.